Now, a lot of folks, they don't like to say, I told you so, but I live in that. I live for that. And I told all you multiple times to your face that Nick Rage would leave the championship finals as the YouTube champion. I told you 10 years ago that I would regain the PWS World Championship, whatever it may be in its future incarnation. And here I stand, over my shoulder, the one and only thing that matters, the 5 pounds of golden leather, the PWS YouTube Championship. Now, as I stated at the championship finals, I had some beef with Sergeant Tank. He walked out on me at War Torn, trying to give him an interview, and he walks away from me. But then it was something different to step in the ring with him. He was a tough competitor. I mean, I knew what it was like back in the day facing Crazy, but this upgraded version, this Sergeant Tank, he's a pretty tough force to reckon with. But he was no match for the Fist of Rage. I even had to show him the power of hate as I drove his skull into the mat. And then there's a little gravy. Not only do I take my place back at the top of the list as the PWS champion, but it was a thing of beauty. He has to be my most hated rival. The biggest piece of trash in the world, 15 consecutive years. Frank Bones had to hand me, put it right in the palm of my hands, the PWS championship. And wasn't that just the best feeling? That he had to hand me the title, had to say, Nick Rage, the Canadian Classic, you are the best. And then he tried with his subpar interview skills to try to talk to me. I ain't got time for that. Get the fuck out of my ring. Nick Rage now stands at the top of the list as the champion. And what do I have to see? What do I have to find out later? The man I just put down, Sergeant Tank, gets jumped by some freak in a Halloween suit. Casper, the unfriendly ghost, has to run in and start putting beatdowns on people. Kind of sad. If this guy was a real man, he'd jump people to their face. But that's another story for another time. Had I known about it, maybe I would have came out and done something about it. But what's done is done. You just leave it alone, and you don't regret it. And then, now, I finally take my rightful place on the throne, and then I got to hear about a concrete contract. A contract you can cash in at any time for my championship. To get a shot versus me? What a joke. The bosses of the PWS are already trying to knock me off my pedestal. What I rightfully earned, no matter what Greedy and his little foot falling outside the ring. You know what, bro? Maybe if you didn't catch the halo and get driven into the ground with an earth-quaking slam like that, maybe you wouldn't have been in that pinfall predicament right in the first place. So nice try, bro. Try again next time. But for all my fans, for all the rageaholics out there, I told you my path of rage could not be stopped. I told you devastation would come down upon my opponents, and from this point forward, we are living in the reign of rage. Our next event is Concrete Contract, a ladder match where the winner will get a contract for a PWS YouTube Championship match anywhere up to 1 year. It'll be on YouTube January 30th, and we'll see you in the ring. This is Nick Rage here, and if you liked what you've seen, if you enjoyed this video, then you can click here and see some more great backyard wrestling from PWS. And if you think you're tough enough to step into the ring with the PWS legend, then send your info to the email address below and see if you can get in the ring with the PWS superstars. Keep in mind, you do have to be in the Massachusetts or New Hampshire area. Now get out of here before I hit you with the Fist of Rage.